This week is National Apprenticeship Week. Here at Premier Jobs UK, we're big advocates of apprenticeships. We currently have 4 apprentices in our team. Myself as a senior leader doing a level 7 apprenticeship. We've then got a level 6 digital marketeer apprentice, and then we've got a level 3 recruitment consultant apprentice and a level 2 recruitment resourcer apprentice as well. Plus, we've got 2 team members who successfully completed their apprenticeships in 2020 as level 3 recruitment consultants. We believe apprenticeships are a fantastic career option for many individuals due to the experience and qualifications you can gain alongside each other whilst completing them. So what are apprenticeships? The National Apprenticeship website defines an apprenticeship as a real job where you learn, gain experience and get paid. You're an employee with a contract of employment and holiday leave. By the end of an apprenticeship, you'll have the right skills and knowledge needed for your chosen career. It can take between 1 and 6 years to complete an apprenticeship, depending on which one you choose, what level it is, and your previous experience. It's funded from contributions made by the government and your employer. So the levels of apprenticeships vary and are as follows. Level 2, which is called intermediate equivalent to GCSE. We currently have an individual on a level 2 recruitment resource or qualification. This is ideal for someone coming in at GCSE level and will typically give the foundations you need of the certain apprenticeship. Then you can go into level 3, which is an advanced apprenticeship equivalent to A level. We have individuals typically come through on this level, and it gives you a good opportunity to understand the industry in more detail and will take it to a next level. Whilst it's equivalent to A level, and so we often see people coming in at A level to take this, and you may think that's a sideward step to undertake another equivalent thing to an A level. Because it's industry specific, it can often be much more complex and can be more intricate for you to complete. And so don't compare apples and pears with it being A level and level 3 apprenticeship. It's important you look at the wider picture and the specific benefit you will get to the industry you are studying. Next is you've got level 4 and 5, which is called a higher apprenticeship, often equivalent to a foundation degree. More so, the level 5 could be equivalent to a first year at a university. It may be you can come in straight on a level 4 or level 5, but sometimes you may need to have industry experience first to be able to qualify for that apprenticeship. So you will need to look specifically to that. Level 4 and level 5 is something I did when I joined the business, and it helped me go on to my future apprenticeship. Next, we've got level 6 and level 7, which is another higher apprenticeship and is equivalent to a bachelor's or a master's degree. So we currently have a digital marketing apprentice doing a level 6 through the University of Gloucestershire. And so it is a degree apprenticeship, and with that you will get a degree. So it's the benefit of the apprenticeship. You're getting paid to learn, it's free for the student, and you get a degree at the end. So it really can offer a good alternative to going to university. Then you can even take it to level 7 level, which is what I'm doing at the moment for my MBA. And I'm also doing that through the University of Gloucestershire, and I'm doing it in senior leadership. With the level 6 and level 7, it's quite common you need industry experience before coming on to that qualification, and they will take a number of years to complete. So it's something you really got to be passionate about, and you need to then be able to put the time and work in, because it's not an easy feat. So why are apprenticeships valuable? You can gain qualifications that are relevant to your chosen industry, but also beyond that is you can often get a professionally recognised accreditation. So for an example, the level 3 recruitment consultant apprenticeship is accredited by the REC, the Recruitment and Employment Confederation. So they will recognise the qualification you're undertaking and make sure it's relevant to the industry, and you could receive some sort of membership benefits. Another example, the level 7 senior leadership qualification and apprenticeship is professionally recognised by the CMI, the Chartered Management Institute. So when individuals coming out of that qualification and they do an endpoint assessment in line with the CMI, they will be recognised by the professional body as an accredited manager, and that can then help you become a chartered fellow, for example. So there's dual benefit to the industry that you really want to be within, and that can help you as your career progresses. Also, for some, the prospect of going to university with significant tuition fees can be off-putting. So the attraction of an apprenticeship where you not only do you not have to pay for the qualification, you're being paid by your employer, and you're not having to rack up any student debt, can be very attractive. But also with that is you're gaining valuable work experience the whole way through. And so if you go to university, you may study the qualification in relation to the industry you want to be part of, but where you don't have any specific work experience, when you go to apply for jobs, someone who's got 2, 3, 4 years experience under their belt could be viewed as more favourably, regardless of not having a qualification. So it does have benefit of getting the qualification and the experience alongside one another. Something that often people ask for is experience for a junior job. How do you get experience when you've got no experience? Apprenticeships can solve that conundrum. Also, in terms of apprenticeships, they are growing in trend. So there's more and more higher level apprenticeships coming up across the country. An example of this is between the academic year 2017-18 to 2018-19, there was an increase in 11,500 apprenticeship starts at the level 6 and 7. So that's really good to see more and more people getting involved. Also, the misconception that apprenticeship schemes are for people learning a manual trade continues to be demythed. So in 2018-19, 83% of all starts were in 4 subject areas. So one was business administration and law, second was health, public services and care, third was engineering and manufacturing technologies, and fourth was retail and commercial enterprise. So it's really showing a breadth of opportunities available across the apprenticeships. So to sum up why apprenticeships are valuable is that work experience combined with a qualification that gives you opportunity to earn while you learn is a very attractive point. So hopefully this sounds great and you want to get an apprenticeship. Next question you'll have is how to get an apprenticeship. Well, there are some great resources out there and you really should do your research to see what's available to your specific industry you're looking at. The first thing you want to do is actually identify which industry do you want to be part of and where do you want to see your career going. You don't want to undertake an apprenticeship in a certain sector to then only complete it and go to another sector. Ideally, you want to be gaining that experience in the industry you want to be part of. Now obviously if you do it and you realise it's not for you, you're not stuck in there forever, so you can change, but it does make sense you're utilising your time as most appropriately as possible. Next thing is depends on your age. So if you're still at school or college, you should typically have a career advisor in the school or college. So do go to them because they'll likely be well informed about the apprenticeship opportunities available. Now, if you're slightly older than that, don't worry because apprenticeships are available to any age, so you can start them at any point in your life. You may not necessarily have the careers advisor to go to, but you could still search online to see what's available out there. Next is then approaching companies and applying for apprenticeships. So in order to do that, you'll likely want to have your CV ready. So what you can do is check out our video and blog on how to write a CV. And hopefully that will help you make sure your application is as strong as possible. The other resources you've got is the government website. So there's Find an Apprenticeship. It's a government website that's got pretty much all of the apprenticeship vacancies that are available because it's kind of the go-to place companies and apprenticeship providers put their vacancies. And so that is a great place. You can search on the level you are looking at, on the type of apprenticeship. You can put your location in and see how far the apprenticeship is to you. And so that really can help you identify what is available in your area. The other point is potentially research companies in your field that you want to get into and go contact them. Currently in 2021, there's a lot of incentives for businesses to take on apprentices, and so a business may be considering that as their next recruitment strategy. And so contact them and saying you're really keen to get an apprenticeship in their industry, and you've done research about what apprenticeship opportunities are available. Who knows what might happen? They might actually then look to take you on and make something happen for you. So you never know until you try. In terms of 3 key takeaways from this video about apprenticeships, the first of all is there are a lot more apprenticeships available than you think. Really do your research, and because there's something for everyone now. You've got it from fishing, hairdressing, through to equestrian, recruitment, marketing, management, engineering, plumbing, electrician. You know, you think of it, cyberspace, cybersecurity, you think of it, there's probably an apprenticeship for it. So you can really make sure it's tailored to what you want. Second of all is, as an apprentice, you don't pay the fees. So that's a really key one, is you won't rack up any student debt, and you will be getting paid whilst you learn. Now, the apprenticeship minimum wage is slightly lower than the national minimum wage in the first year, but do put it into perspective that you're gaining that qualification that should hopefully, you know, propel your career. And the third thing is you learn and earn and get qualified at the same time. Really is as simple as that, and it sounds too good to be true, but genuinely it is a really good opportunity. So do utilise it if it's appropriate for you.